What's up, y'all? We are back. Day 29. Fern2Play account, our free-to-play account. Former endgame player, low spender, push plat. And here we are, building up back to raid. Took about 8 months off, back to raid. Day 29, no high Katoon, but we got a little void shard here. Let's pick it up as we're about to maybe crash here. Let's go. Getting all the crashes. Getting a lot of Unity crashes recently since I've come back to this game. Big changes. I made a big call yesterday. Big call. Do I need Armiger right now? I can't remember. I cannot remember if I need Armiger right now. I don't know if I might need a second one. I think I'm full here. I could use it. I don't think we're going to pick him up. Maybe we will. Let's see what we got in the shop. Absolutely nothing. So, made an absolute decision here. I've been telling you guys for a long time that I was saving up my energy for a fusion, right? We're not going for this fusion. We're just not. I don't have a Fire Knight team. That's good enough. I don't have an Ice Golem team that's good enough. So I'm not going to run that. But what I noticed is with Dragon and Champ Training going on, those are two of our better events. We're doing stage 16 in Dragon. So that's where we want to be. You want to get to stage 16 and then stage 20 and then stage 24 or 25. But so we got our first hurdle for Dragon. Unless it's Spider, then you want to get to Spider 10. So my thought was this: there was also a Dungeon Diver going on at the same time, which has already disappeared. So there's a Dungeon Diver going on, and in that there was a 4-star chicken and an epic book at 3,350 points. And I sat there and I said, okay, well, if I use a bunch of the energy pots that we get, I can finish Dragon yesterday, which we did. We finished Dragon, we got that epic book, and it's going to push me pretty much to the edge of getting not just that 4-star chicken, but also getting that other epic book as well. So I figure right now, I'm not going for this fusion, so it's probably going to be another month for another fusion. So we'll start reaccumulating these pots as they come in, right? So I had 12, I used 10 of them, ultimately to get to that. And that allows me to go get 2 epic books right there, which we need. It's something that we are really lacking. They're hard to come by. So we needed those epic books. Like, I'm going to have High Katoon. I'm probably going to build her out. Well, based off of, we're going to wait till next week's 2X to find out. I think it's next weekend's, not this weekend's. Next weekend's 2X on the Ancients. I mean, how many do we have? We only have 37. Hopefully we get to 40. It's not a lot, but it is a 2X, but I should at least get a couple epics there. And if I get some good epics that we really need, especially with turn meter control, I could really use a turn meter epic, then that's what we'll do. Then we'll figure out who gets those epic books. But getting those epic books right now is huge. I really, really need them to progress this account. And without us going for the fusion, it allows me to then take whatever energy I get over these next 2.5 days, which will probably be a roughly 3 or 4, I think, based off of how it kind of figures out, to push this. Like, I do want to try and get to this shard right here, the primal shard. I don't think we're going to get to the champ. I don't think we'll get to the Lego book. I just don't think I could push to 9,500. I'm not going to 6-star champion. Just not going to happen. We won't 6-star. So we're going to keep building up those 5-star food champions. That's all we're going to do. We're going to keep building up the 5-star food. We are going to Tree Shield, who we did end up fully booking out. We are going to get him up to 5-star and try and get levels into him, get him up to 50. Again, I'm probably putting him in the team over DJ when it's all said and done. And we have Apo. We're running a better right now. We're running a 2-key on. We're running a 2-key on hard, so we put up 7.22 with this team right here. Apo's been helpful. Having Tree Shield go in for DJ, who brings the attack down and the defense up. Now, granted, they're both the weaker version, but I don't have either of those right now. I don't have either of those. So, it does have a heal as well, whereas DJ only has a single target heal. It does have a speed boost, which is kind of nice, but it's only a single target speed boost. So, it's going to ultimately help my team. So, we do want to get him up to 5-star and start getting levels into him. I don't think we need anybody else to get up to 5-star. Maybe Elfguard, but reality is, like, we're gonna... This champion, Greybeard, he is farmable. I already had him at 40. I have the shield set on him. I eventually got to figure out who else is going to get this shield set. We'll find somebody for this. And maybe we put Elfguard in here. Though that's not too fast. We're going to have to put different boots on than that. That's brutal. And we'll probably put Elfguard in that, even though I could use another Destroy champion. We do need to figure out how to beat Scarab. So right now we're building up the food champions. We're going to end up... She's going to end up being food. He's going to end up being food. This one's going to end up being food. I think this is a girl. I'm pretty sure that's a girl. This one's going to end up being food. This will be food. I don't think... Right now this is not a lock to be food because it's part of the fusion. I don't think there were that great of epics here, if I remember correctly. Let's see what we got. I don't think these are... Attacks when an enemy has a freeze. Attacks all enemy, increase attack and increase speed on him. 3 times will ignore 10% of target's defense. Also plays a true fear. I mean, it's a single target hitter. I just don't know if that's really what we need. Let's see what this guy's got. 50% chance of stealing 1 random buff from the target. Decreases the duration of all enemy buffs. Also has a 70% chance of increase in I mean, so that's nice. And a decrease and an increase. If I choose random allies. Not a terrible champion, especially for faction wars. It's not a terrible champion for faction wars. Maybe we may go get this one. That might happen. We might go get that one when it's all said and done. But, you know, we're not pushing for the panda. So hopefully I get 2 copies of this. One I could use for food. It's actually not a I don't think it's a terrible champion. I honestly, I've looked at the kit and I'm like, this is kind of super interesting. No, I just wanted to open. So we're gonna have to go find her. I can't remember where she's at. Is she demon spawn? Yes, she is. Not a terrible kit. You know, it does have the decreased defense on the A1, which would happen on the clan boss. I don't need it. Let's see if the target's under part of his sensitivity. Does put the strong version, and this is what she does. Like, it is an interesting clan. It's similar to Frozen Banshee. I don't know if it's as good. Now, both of these do put up poison. This puts up the poison sensitivity and 1 poison, and then this puts up a decreased attack and 1 poison. So it's not a ton of poisons. I do think Frozen Banshee puts up a lot more because her A1 throws up 2 each time. If you get her fast enough, she throws up the poison sensitivity, and then she uses her A1 a lot. So the one nice thing is, like, she is bringing a decreased attack and a decreased defense, which we don't really need. If I didn't have a Deacon, this would be an actually interesting champion to put in the clan boss. So I actually think she's super interesting out of all the ones that I read so far. And again, I don't remember the other 3, but I don't remember them standing out. Maybe this one did. Let's see what this one was. Heals a champion by 10% of the max HP. Heals a champion 20 instead when attacking under HP burn. Attacks all enemies. Increased duration of any. I wish... I remember this one. I wish this wasn't attack 3 times at random. I wish this was like a specific hitter. Like, so like you could use this against the spider. And then if you had a debuff spread, which I don't have a debuff spread. You then have that. And then with this, you know, you have the extend. And you then have the heal as well. So super kind of interesting kit, and then also boosted turn meter. So it would have been nicer if it was like if this wasn't an at random and it was more at a specific target. Even if it was like attack one enemy and places an HP burn, that's even better. Does have the increased accuracy, that's really nice, but what is this about? 75% chance to, and then 80 with sniper. Let's see what we got here. Do we want this champ? Attack one enemy. Heals the champ with 2% max HP. Place increased defense on all allies for 2 turns. 15% continuous heal. Another reviver for the skinwalkers. Not terrible. These removed or stolen. Yeah, not terrible, but let's see what we got here. Attack one enemy has 35% general leech. Attacks all enemy. Places an increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. Has a 45% chance of placing provoke. What does that book up to? 50, 60, 65. Places a block damage on this champion for 1 turn when committing damage. Counter attacks. Yeah, I mean, it's alright. It's okay. Reality is, like, she's probably the best one out of them all. If you don't have a Frozen Banshee, you don't have a Deacon putting that decreased defense down. Honestly, could be really, really interesting for Clan Boss. I don't think this is a terrible champion for Clan Boss. I really think it's a usable champion. So, you know, it is what it is. We're probably going to end up turning her into food. But again, we'll see. If we can get multiple, I wouldn't mind getting this champion here. So we'll try to get one. We'll try to get one if we can. So hopefully we'll continue to get more. But what we're doing is we're going to take whatever energy we got and we're just going to pump it into champ training. We're not going to use any of the pots, the daily pots that we just got. So now we have 3 in the mailbox. We're not going to use those. We're going to let those accumulate again. And we're just going to push this as far as we can. I don't know how far I'm going to be able to get here. You know, we've already used the tag up. We're not in a good spot for clan shot. Like, there's no energy here, so we're missing 1,000 energy, even though honestly I probably would have used it during CVC. Yeah, I wasn't efficient with my energy in CVC, but it's fine. Sometimes you got to test out your teams. Like, it's good to let your hair down a little bit. Test out your teams, find out what you got, and that's what I was able to do. I was able to do a bunch of minnow runs. I was able to really get my dragon team going the way I want, which then I didn't have any failed runs here. Like, this wasn't an experiment. Like, I actually was able to do dragon. Do I wish I was a little bit more conservative with my energy? Yeah, I do. One of the things we did do, Sand Devil, and I kind of kicking myself on this, but we ended up getting 4th. What really kind of stinks is somebody came in, I think this person who came in first place just randomly jumped it. So I did one more battle, which bumped me up because I was sitting here at this spot right here before this person was here. So I bumped myself up, which put me here. So then when this guy came, he bumped everyone down. So if I just stayed put, I would have been in 6th place and I would have got the 75 gems. So we got the Relentless gear. I don't even know if I checked it out yet. So it's 4 pieces. We could do that right now. We'll be able to find it because it looks like it's 5-star rare. So we'll be able to find those. And we did get this chest, which I can't remember what I think I got. When it's said and done, I think we got these things. I think we got core hammers. So, you know, not too great. Nothing special. But we did get an ancient, so that's good. So let's go see the gear that we got. I picked this up in the shop today, just so you guys know. I did pick this up in the shop. It's only a 4-star. It's not great, but it did have speed accuracy. It could be very, very helpful on somebody. But let's go find that Relentless gear. We have a lot of gear. I'm so looking forward to... I am so looking forward to Artifact Enhancement finally being on. So it's got to be these pieces, and I did not look at these yet. So crit rate attack, not great, but at least it's not terrible. Okay, at least it's an HP percentage. I don't think I have many. I think most of my gloves are just straight flat stat here. That's also HP percentage. No speed, really not a lot on it. I need a speed boot, and no, of course we don't get it. I have 1 speed boot in Relentless, and it's 3 stars, so really kind of hurting there. So not great gear, not good gear. We're not going to sell it yet. We're not at a point where we need to sell gear. We will gear cleanse at some point, but we're just not even there yet. We're nowhere close. Maybe when we get up to 1,000, we will. So that's the goal right now. Like, again, I let my hair down. I got 2 epic books because of that. I got another 4-star chicken because of that. And now I could put my energy, whatever energy I get over these next couple of days, I can just put this straight into champ training. Like, I'm done. Like, I don't need to worry about too much. Let me see if I could pull up the Discord for Raid. And we could look at specifically the fusion. Let's go save image as. Let's put this somewhere. All right, we're gonna open this up. So let's open this up here. Let me open up my OBS just make sure you guys are seeing this. We'll zoom in a little bit. So really, what are we targeting for this? Like, obviously artifact enhancement, like I need to do. I've been saving up my silver. We'll do one of these. Fire Knight we're not gonna do. Like, I might test a team or two just to see where we're at. Dungeon Divers, probably not really gonna do much with that over here. Classic Arena, well, good luck. Ice Golem, probably not doing that. So we're really focusing on champ training and spider tournament. So we'll see where we're at. When is the champ chases is over here as well. So we'll summon early into this. We'll get our champions ready. We'll get even more 5-star chickens going. We'll get our champions ready. We'll summon early on, hopefully before Spider starts. See what we got. See if there's anything we need to start leveling up quickly. Again, it's not a ton of shards. It's frustrating that it's only 40. It's been 30 days. I wish there was ways to get more, but it's honestly going to be clan boss. It's pushing higher in clan boss. So we'll do that. We'll figure out what champions we need to start moving up. We'll try and push hard. And then with the Spider tournament, because I have that Spider 10 team, which is decent. Let's see if we can pull up that as well. Loot table, Spider. Let's drag this on over. Spider stage 10 is actually got the best, up until stage 20, has the best return on investment points per energy for tournaments. So doing Spider and farming up my some of my champions as well is what we'll do. That's kind of how we'll handle. Let's put this back real quick. That's kind of how we'll handle this champ training and this champion chase. So I'm assuming this champ training is going to have a Lego book at it, so we're going to want to go hard because we're probably not getting Lego book this time around. And that also coincides with Dungeon Divers, so we should do halfway decent with that. The Dungeon Divers it's not that great of a return at stage 10 when it's all said and done. Actually, stage 11 has a better Dungeon Diver return than stage 10. In stage 20 or stage 16 is even better. Like, that's ultimately where we want to get is 16. But then 20 is really good. And 24 and 25 is also really. 24 is a sneaky good, but we're a long ways away from that. We are a long ways away. So that's kind of the plan. Like, I have a plan here on how I want to do it, and we're not gonna touch. Again, we're probably not getting into that. We're gonna hope to get to this, but even if we get the ancient, we're happy. I'd love to get this primal, but I'm not gonna kill myself to get the primal. I want to save the energy. So we're going to push that as much as possible. That's where all of our resources are going that we get over these next couple of days. We should get the weekly coming, but I don't think I don't think we'll push it. I don't think we'll push the weekly. I am about to get my first sacred, which is really nice. I do have a couple more sacreds coming, so we have that one, as well as I could go get a sacred here. I could go get a sacred here. And honestly, we haven't even started pushing. We haven't even started pushing Nightmare yet. So I do think we have a team that could push Nightmare. I don't know if I have a 2-man team yet, but we definitely have a team that could push Nightmare and start collecting some of these rewards. I wish you could see what's further down the line. I actually think there's a bunch of Ancients out here as well. So we may do that at some point to go get some more Ancients before the 2X and just push these stages. Because I'm pretty sure there's Ancients out here on one of these pages. So, and we have teams ready to go that can go do this. My top 5 champions, they can do this. So I mean, that's pretty much like these 5 right here. Even Armiger he's not terribly built. So we'll start again. I got my 15s ready to go for artifact enhancement. Let's see what else I got. I got a 15 here. I got an 11 here. I will eventually roll this up as well for Spider. You know, again, we could really build a really nice. For Spider, I'm going to go with that different build. We're going to go with a different build here. We will go with, I believe it was that one, along with this, and actually I do have his other piece on someone. So it's expensive to remove this stuff, but you know, we're gonna be well over. You know, that's 200k silver, which is kind of pricey. I don't love doing it, but if it's gonna make my Spider runs just that much better, that much more reliable, you know, I don't need the accuracy there. He'll have almost 200 resistance when it's all said and done, because this is gonna roll up even more. We'll go to 12. Just that alone is gonna get me over 200 resistance. And honestly, like, this could be a later Doom Tower build as well. So having that much resistance. This is the resistance Kale that I build out. But again, this Kale doesn't hit that well in Clan Boss. So doesn't hit that well in Dragon. So I can't use this build everywhere. I could really only use it in Spider. I could really only use it in Doom Tower when it's all said and done. So this is what we'll do. But right now, I put the attack build back on for Dragon, and you know, it's how we're running this team. And we're super. Oh, nice, got her up. I do need to run. That'll be another chicken as well. But that's all we're doing right now. Is right now the next one to go. We are going to move him up. I'm going to get my champions up. Put a couple. What I'll do is. Do I have? Yeah, perfect. So let's say this is how we'll do this. When I upgrade this champion to 4-star, what I'll do is I'll take here. I'll go 1-2 with the Spirit, and I'll do one of these champions as well, and that'll push her to 15. And I'll do that with the other 4 champions. So each of them will be up to 15, and then from there, then I'll take someone like Tree Shield, if I could find Tree Shield. I'll take the 15s and put them into Tree Shield Knot is what we'll do, and that's how we get it there. And I do that even with the champions that, like these champions, that's how they got fed also. And then as you see here, I bumped them up to 18. What this was, let's take this out of the vault. What this was this was 3 plus 1. Now later on, when I start collecting a lot more brews, I'll go 5 plus 1, which will ultimately push them to 23, not 28. We've already done this. So, but what this was to get him up to 18 was 3 plus 1. So that's what I'm doing for champ training. It's sneaky points that you get. But it does run your resources, like it does. So we're going to see. I used to put, when I got my 3 stars, what I would do, if I had enough brews, if I had a ton of brews, I put 1 in every time, right? Bumped them up to 10. But what I started doing, I had like 115 here. Last champ training, I was putting the voids in, because I don't get that many voids. I don't need to. I'll farm up Tree Shield to 50 when it's all said and done. So I'll use the void, and that pumps them to 8. So it's just sneaky little points. It really is. Even if you want to go and run one run with all these champions before you Yes, it's 8 energy every time, but it gets them to 7. At least it's something. At least it's some sort of some sort of points that you're getting for champ training. So, but energy it's hard to get. So right now we're still have to build up everything. We're still really kind of early. We're not getting enough brews fast enough. We're not getting enough potions fast enough. I really it took a while to build up our Wukong to 5-star. It took a while. I honestly, I had a ton of these. I was just getting really unlucky. I can't remember what stage I was farming when it was all said and done. What was I farming? I can't even tell you. But I think I was farming 15, 16, or 17, and I was not getting lucky. It was just loading up the small ones. So I eventually had to pump a ton of these into that to then pump into this. So we're kind of hurting over here. But we're getting there. That's not the goal right now. I took myself off of this mission. This was open yesterday, and I said, nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'll wait till next time around to do it. Right now, it's all champ training. That's what it's all about. It's all about just pushing towards the Ancient Shard and any further that I can get with whatever energy I get. So, again, guys, have a plan. Have a strategy. I could have done this if I didn't use my CVC energy. I'd probably get this Lego book. It's as simple as that. If I didn't use my CVC energy, I'd probably get this Lego book. If I didn't use my weekly already, I'd probably get that Lego book. So the energy's there. It's there. We will go get. Here we're not too concerned with this. Whatever we get. We're happy. We don't. Obviously, we're going to get those gems no matter what, but we'd like to get this as well. But if we can get the rare tome, awesome. I highly doubt we get here. I just highly doubt. We're going to be doing a lot of campaign farming. Campaign farming is not real good points per energy. But we will get the 50 gems here when it's all said and done. I'm going to try my best to not pull anything other than mysteries. So, which we should be able to do. As more we farm, the more mysteries we'll get, and we should be in a good spot. Unlikely we'll get this energy. Very unlikely. That's okay. This 50 gems, that's good. We're happy with that. So, guys, that's what I'm doing. If you guys ever want me to actually do my runs, like how I'm farming, I have shown you guys before the way I do it. I don't know if I have it open. I don't. So I don't have it open, the breakdown, but I more than would love to show you guys how I do it, and what we're doing to get our champions ready. Like when this is all said and done, next champ training, after that 2x, hopefully we get something good. We'll be ready to go to pump out 2 more 6-stars. That's the goal. That's what we want to do. But again, it's only if we get something good. I'm not going to pump a 6-star if it's not anything good. We need something good. Maybe it becomes DJ. Maybe it becomes 8-bow. I don't really want to pump them yet to 6-star. So we'll just see where we're at. But thanks, guys. I appreciate you tuning in and seeing how we're doing this, how we're progressing this account. Why we are where we are. But reality, our next 6-star, we really want somebody that's helping us with this. That's what we really need. So it could be Haikatune when it's all said and done. I don't know. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out soon enough. We have 3 weeks and 2 days to figure out this, and we'll get there. We'll get there. That's the goal. But thanks again, guys, for tuning in. And I'm going to run my dailies and start collecting my energy and do what I got to do. And appreciate you guys. And see you tomorrow.